those of you not aware, I went to see a man about having my penis removed today. To have a vasectomy. I didn't have a vasectomy. It was my first appointment to have a vasectomy. And I didn't have to leave a deposit today, which was good. I wasn't ready to leave a deposit. But on the topic of leaving deposits, after the after you've had the, before they test you to see if it's working, before they check the strength of your juice afterwards, you have to ejaculate 40 times before they can test it. I have to keep a tally. I'll have a little thing apparently to keep a tally in, and they don't test it until my 40th load. So I guess I'll just like get a chalkboard for the kitchen wall. Just, I don't know. Oh, was that number 40? Off we pop to the doctors then. I've been told I need to purchase a jockstrap. Not only have I been told I need to purchase a jockstrap, I've had a text message from the doctor with a link to jockstraps. Yeah, which it was a 4-point text message. 1 was an information leaflet. 3 was a consent form. 4 was a summary of important points about having a vasectomy. Point 2, capital letters, jockstrap. Feel free to purchase this from anywhere else. Kindly bring one with you when you come for your procedure. And then it's an Amazon affiliate link. They've actually used an Amazon affiliate link in the text, linking me to jockstraps. This is where the NHS have got to, boys and girls. Entirely funded by Amazon affiliate link jockstraps. So there we have it. What I want to know is whether, like, the medical centre know they're doing that and they're just making a little bit of extra money, or if the receptionist, whoever sends out the texts, is just skimming a little off. And phrase that differently. I don't know whether they're just slotting in an affiliate link and basically robbing the world of money. That was interesting, I thought. So someone's getting rich off my jockstrap, which I haven't ordered one yet. I don't really want to click the link again. I want to use my own affiliate links. Right then, boys and girls, I've decided we're going to win the Champions League this year. We've got £77 million to spend. We're about to play Celtic. How could any of this go wrong? Let's go buy all of the football boys. So, we've had a good start to the season after spending not a ridiculous amount of money, but selling our 2 starting centre-backs from last year to Chelsea. They've played Caesar once, and they've played Carlos once. Carlos has gone in with that value. Did we have an absolute superstar on our hands and not even realise? Because, I mean, he was all right. We played him at left-back most of the season. I'm not really sure what's gone on there. We just won't think about it too much. But it does mean that we've got £77 million to spend. We don't really need anybody. That's the thing. Certainly until we do our Champions League registrations, it's very risky to bring anybody else in. And we'd already signed 2 new centre-backs before they even left. We've got Aziz and Muller. We've still got Zuluaga here. I think we're probably fine, unless we see any Barjanes. Is there any Barjanes knocking around? We want A+ players. We can't afford him. I mean, we can, but we're not going to afford him. We could just go and drop all the money on this guy, which would be insane. We don't need anything. That's the thing. Shall we do it the Monsters way? We're doing it the Monsters way. We're going to go and find Wonder Kids. Can you search by media description so we don't even have to filter through the list? No, you can't. There you go, media description. I've done this in the right order. Which end's W at? Right, here we go. We're looking for anyone who's labelled a wonder kid. Ideally, they'd be under 18, but we're not that bothered. We should probably only go for the ones who are vaguely interested in playing for us. Excuse me, what's happening? Right, here we go. Oh, God, there's a lot of them. Right, everyone who's considered a wonder kid and is interested in joining us. That is a lot more players than there was last time we looked at this. 29 potential players there, including this guy. We don't need another striker. But he's supposedly better than Alejandro and Zivkovic. Are we getting another striker? I mean, he's much better in the air, but not as good at everything else. But for 9 million, it seems silly not to sign him. But then we've got Zivkovic, who's still settling in. He probably is better than Zivkovic. Let's wait and see what happens when those scout reports come in. We don't need to rush to spend the money. We could save it all for January. Who the hell's this guy? Who the hell are you? I assume past Kev knew what he was doing. There you go. Now we've got somebody not to talk about. He needs to learn to play defensive midfield if we're going to use him ever. Oh, Champions League fixtures. Oh, blimey, have we had an upgrade to our ranking? Because this doesn't seem as bad as it has been previously. I reckon we've got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, 5 winnable games there. I haven't checked in to see who their new defender that they've signed is that I'll sign next summer. I do like to, who's playing left centre back for them because I'll be signing him next summer. That's how we do things. This guy, he's Scottish. I'm not signing Charlie MacArthur, whoever he is. That's not very exciting. They're supposed to go and find me an exciting new guy. Well, that was uneventful. At least we didn't lose, I guess. Oh, it was to do with it was either the gallstones or the kidney stones. I was supposed to be having an ultrasound to check my stones, and he did my ball sack instead. Yes. Yes, I remember now. Oh. I mean, he's a doctor. I'm not going to tell him not to scan my nuts if that's what he wants to do. I'm here for a blood test. Okay, get your balls out. I will do what I'm told. If they tell me to get my balls out, I will get my balls out. I trust medical professionals. None of these are exciting me so far. I have an earache. Take your trousers down. I would. 6'2", 20 years old, already 5 caps for Italy. And he's actually right-footed, which is a tremendous novelty as far as our defenders go. He's also sorted his head out the way I've got to do my nuts. He's never actually played for Milan. 28 million. Seems like a bargain. This guy's at Celtic. They have got a wonder kid centre-back. He's Welsh. He's also from Manchester City, so he's not Celtics at all. So that's what they've done this time. Shall I just take him now before the window is up? Just, you're not allowed to have him. I will take him as well, Celtic. 42 million's a lot of million. But I do love messing with Celtic. If I go in for him, will I get him now and just take him off them now, or do I have to wait for his loan to end? I mean, he's obviously much better than him. I love to mess with Celtic. Was there a winger amongst all them that we could bring in to replace Gregory if we decide to sell Gregory? Because I don't think Gregory's even going to become homegrown at club. He's not. As much as I enjoy Gregory, he's never going to be a regular starter. His agent's rather awestruck, as he should be. Right, come here, Gregory. You're a squad player. Don't be so ridiculous. Well, that's how you feel. It's probably best that you leave. I'm not happy about this, but I've no intention of leaving. I'll get my way eventually. I mean, not with that attitude, you won't, young man. Ha! Be Ramos. Oh, it is Ramos! Ramos is on my side and no one else cares. That's brilliant. I don't need to persuade to stay. I'm happy for him to go. I guess this guy would be ideal because he's good for the future, but not quite ready now. He's the little guy, isn't he? So he'd be fine as a backup for Ramos, which is what we actually need. We don't need someone to come in and compete in the first team for him. So get that gone. So we've just got to pay his release clause. Okay, fine. Now we're registering a Champions League squad with these additions. Well, everyone coming in is replacing somebody who's going out. So we're not making the situation any worse. If Gregory and Gutierrez are leaving, we'll just have to get rid of a defensive midfielder as well, which we've been fielding offers for Breda all summer. We could get rid of Breda. If the Man City guy comes in. I'm banking on the likes of Fernando not needing to be registered. But there's absolutely no way of us checking if that's the case. But he's only 20. And he's been here 2 years. Oh, crumbs. That's not ideal. Either we'll register a squad or we'll leave some players out. It'll be fine either way. Right, if Ibrahimovic goes, I don't think he necessarily needs to be replaced. Because we've got Volkov. We've got various other players who can cover at right back. We've obviously got plenty of cover at midfield and centre back. I mean, a new right back would be lovely, but I don't think such a thing exists. Oh, hello, you're called Kevin. This changes everything. This changes everything, boys and girls. Yeah, we're signing Kevin. Right, so Breda can leave. We have to pay a contribution, but it's not the end of the world. So we've got some dynamic situations going on, but all of them are about to leave. Hello, Kevin. Great name, by the way. You can have whatever money you want. Oh, I thought that was said he'd rejected them. It was actually another offer coming in that's been accepted. Right, so Gregory is gone. Thank you, Gregory. I enjoyed your work. Kevin is in. Yeah, because I only wanted Kevin if Ibrahimovic is gone, but Ibrahimovic is gone. So Kevin's in to replace Ibrahimovic. We're now at 86 million. He's in. He's in. He's in. And then Breda still needs to leave, I think, and Gutierrez. And hopefully some of these youngsters who are a squad player won't be too upset about not being in the Champions League squad. That's the thinking. Breda's gone. Gutierrez can go. There's still 11 hours of deadline day to go. Anything could happen, boys and girls. Can we do a squad registration yet? Yes! Right! With 11 hours to go! Here we go, boys and girls! Here we go! So Walter doesn't need to be registered. Tennant can be. We don't need Napolitano in. So that's fine. At left back, obviously we have Stranak. Stranak does need to be registered. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, crumbs. Why have we got to register Fernando? Oh, no, we don't. Okay, so Fernando doesn't need to be registered. Brown doesn't need to be registered, but we may as well because he's homegrown. Although, I guess we can take him out. And then we need Vidosevic. We don't have to register Vegas or Fernando. We're still okay at the moment. Navarro can go in. And can we get Fernandez in as well? We can. And if a few of the squad players get upset, we'll just promise to register them next time. It's not the end of the world. I'd rather have one less player in the squad than have to... We've done the signing of Scottish players before. Half the players we sold this summer are rubbish Scottish players that there was no point in us keeping. Smith, Lynn, Wharton. We made losses on all these players. It was just not Hugh Moore. That's a funny name. But none of them are good enough. We've splashed out on our record transfer. And given... Oh, we didn't give Celtic any money this time. We gave it to Manchester City. Oh, it's the highest transfer fee ever in Scotland. Well, there you go. Right, in the meantime, let's play Hibs. With all our fancy new players. None of which are in the team. How long am I planning to do this save? Until it's finished. We're actually going to lose after spending 100 million, aren't we? Or are we? Yes. Yes, we are. Or are we? Yes, we are. We had a much worse start last year and still won the league. So I'm not worried. It takes a little time for the new boys. Yeah, we're down to average team cohesion. Because of that silly deadline day that we just did. And Navarro's injured at the moment, so it's not as if our backup attacking midfielder is available to slot in while we're resting players before the Champions League game. Football goal. Oh, look at Stranek. What's he doing there? Nobody knows. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll never not enjoy him playing in this role. It's just beautiful. That's our left back. Beautiful. That's what happens when you have a total of 14 aunts and uncles, as in 14 pairs. So 28 aunts and uncles total. Lots of cousins with kids that are also cousins. Cousins everywhere. So yeah, I don't know the name of my first cousins, all of them. And she was one of the younger ones as well. I think she was like third youngest of 11. So by the time I was born, like her eldest brother, his kids were having kids. So family get together, like a family wedding on my mum's side of the family when I was growing up. There'd be like 60 people there who were all family, all like that side of the family. At Stranak go. Zivkovic is definitely a nuisance, isn't he? Fernandez has a debut goal as well. Beautiful stuff. I'd like him to finish third top scorer in the league behind Alejandro and Zivkovic. And then he can come back next year and fight for his place. Football result in a football match. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And now we get to go and hang out with Brendan. Everyone round to Brendan's house after the match. Mrs. Critchlow's doing a barbecue for us. Oh God, is Mrs. Critchlow going to be a thing? Mrs. Wearmouth's still warm. Mrs. Critchlow opening a chain of barbecue restaurants. That's when you know I really have run out of ideas. Founding a club called Away. Let's go beat Brendan's boys. Oh, he's actually starting. They're actually playing Brendan against us in the Champions League. Oh, he's absolutely going to score, isn't he? This is a nightmare. This is the only reason they signed him, to get these 3 points here. Come on, Alejandro. The man who killed Brendan. Oh. The one man who's not welcome at Mrs. Critchlow's barbecue. Come on, give it to Alejandro. There he is. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Someone shoot. What's with all this passing it? There you go. If someone's going to shoot, give it to our left back, who, of course, is standing where our left back is supposed to be standing. Longish throw from Volkov. This would be a sickener for Brendan if we score from a long throw after all the years of his longish throws. Oh, Brendan's just sobbing now. The one thing that his long throw kept him here a year longer than he should have stayed. Was Volkov actually the man who killed Brendan? Would I want to expand viewers? What, make them fatter? Yes. If you were all fatter than me, then I wouldn't feel like I needed to lose weight. So that would be convenient. I wouldn't object to more viewers turning up, but I'm not going to do things differently to make it happen. I have more than enough viewers to comfortably sustain our family. Right, Brendan can score a goal now. I'm happy with it at this point. I said once we were 4 or 5-0 up. So we don't begrudge Brendan a goal at this point. Eat any and all chocolate products. I mean, that's a bit of a rookie route to fatness, as far as I'm concerned, because you end up feeling sick if you eat too much chocolate. You're much better bulking out on savouries. The trick is minimize protein. Don't eat too much dairy because it's sickly. You just really want like as much empty carbs as you can get your hands on. We are top of the Champions League, boys and girls. What a difference to last year. It's nice. I'm glad it's there. Obviously, from a content creator perspective, it's huge because it will make the game more appealing to new players. As someone who's been playing the game for 25 years on PC, who's still going to have to do all the face packs and stuff anyway for all the other leagues, it's going to make little to no difference. Similar to the Champions League license the year or two back, it made basically no difference. But it's nice to have, and it's obviously very nice for new players and console players, which in turn grows it. I mean, the huge growth they've had on console in the last few years, it was always a step they had to make. It was the biggest gripe that console players had. So they've made so much money bringing in millions of new players on console that it makes sense to spend that money on the thing the console players wanted most. So that's good. Yeah, and it's good for promotional and advertising stuff, for sure. If they've somehow managed to integrate Football Manager into FPL, that's a huge game changer. That's more exciting than the Premier League license. It might have just been a throwaway tweet, but if we're choosing to read between the lines, because FPL's got a player base twice the size of Football Manager, and it's exactly the kind of people who might be interested in playing Football Manager. Doing similar videos to people who have a similar style of content to him is the way to do it. So if he comes back doing Let's Plays, doing similar videos to the two Let's Play people is how. That's not a self-esteem blowing my own trumpet thing. That's how YouTube works thing. This all seems acceptable. In fact, for a game like this, is Zivkovic? Oh, he's on international duty. Hideous. This was a game Zivkovic would have played in. 2-2 Topher. 2-2 Bagfoot. I'm so tired with 2 Ds. Double D tired. These 2 videos a week he has to do for me now are really getting to him. I don't know how he fits it all in. On that topic, actually, Anna has reminded me that I won't be here for a couple of days next week. We're going to Manchester to see a burlesque show. We booked this earlier in the year before we realised how close Manchester is to where we live now. So we booked 2 nights in a hotel and paid for it back in January. We went to Manchester on Friday and it took us just over 2 hours to get home. There's absolutely no reason for us to need 2 nights in Manchester for this, but we've already paid for it, so we're going to go. And I think we're going to do the 3 Manchester Lego stores and the Liverpool Lego store and do a video for that as well. It's not like a burlesque show. There's a movie called Burlesque that Cher and Christina Aguilera were in. There's a musical version of that movie that's been on Broadway and is now touring the UK, and it's currently in Manchester, so we're going to see that. It's a matinee as well. We're going to see it in the afternoon. It's the afternoon when England play Denmark. So I have warned Anna we're going to come out of this burlesque show and go straight into a Manchester City Centre pub to watch the England match. But I think I'm away Wednesday night and Thursday night. Zealand's just raided another streamer, only for the streamer to say, I don't know who Zealand is. I mean, nobody knows who Zealand is. It's entirely reasonable. My question would be, why are 1,400 people watching Zealand? Because he appeals to children and Americans, which is quite a significant fan base or user base on Twitch. I appeal to neither children nor Americans. Look at Lippy go. Look at him go. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Right, let's reply to Topher. He likes it when I reply. Oh, it's a DM as well. He's not even put it in the public Slack. He doesn't want Will to know. No. I've replied. Oh, well, it was only the League Cup. Doesn't matter. Right, let's beat Bayern without Alejandro. Interesting that the AI wants to put Navarro up front. That seems silly, although apparently his best role is now as an advanced forward, which it never was previously, but actually looking at, I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be him. We'll go with Navarro. My assistant manager's very wise. Oh! Lovely, lovely, lovely! A beautiful little gift. Bang. Oh, look at that. Oh, my word. What a goal. 10 minutes ago, I was questioning if he'd be any good. That is a sensational goal. Maybe he is a striker. Well, that should be us through to the knockouts. 3 matches in. We finished like 30th last year in the Champions League. We've won 3 from 3. And we're effectively through on 9 points. This was one of my favourite albums back in my youth. I feel like I need to listen to this album. Alanis Morissette was great. Aberdeen are always hard for us to beat because Mr. Skip knows how we play and just cancels us out. He's cancelling us out by deciding they don't need the ball. 25% possession and 11 men behind the ball. And just let us pass it around in the midfield, presumably is what's going on. We can't see any of it because there's not been a highlight. But they seem terrified to get out of their half and have no interest in having the ball. And it's effective. Right, come on then. At least it's a highlight. That means something might happen. Oh, it's Stranak. Why is he passing the ball back? That's our left back just there, by the way. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before. This has got to be a goal. Oh, my word. 10 men behind the ball again. 3 men on the line there. Because we're so much better than them. Oh, surely. Ah! Right. 90th minute. We absolutely deserve a winner here. Stranak again in attacking position. He loves it. Right, just get it back forward again. Come on. Stranak's not even pretending to be playing at left back now. He's a second attacking midfielder. Oh! Oliver Skip. When he does eventually get sacked, because he doesn't do very well against anyone else, we'll bring him back. All right, come on. Let's have the first of 8. It's the spirit. We owe this league some goals after that last match. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh, Navarro's having a lovely time. Football. Well then, boys and girls, that is your lot for the evening. We end the stream top of both leagues. I didn't think I'd be saying that when we started off this evening. I am streaming Football Manager again on Thursday, but it's probably going to be something a little bit different. So if you are watching this on YouTube, Topher isn't going to put this in the video, is he? But if you are watching this on YouTube, that's why there might not be another East Fife video for a week. It'll be fine. You'll be all right. But yeah, next East Fife video will probably be, next East Fife stream, sorry, will probably be Monday or Tuesday next week. And then I'm not around the second half of the week either. So maybe one a week for a couple of weeks. But the Euros are on. Watch the Euros instead. You'll be fine. It's not like you're going to be short on football.